So we did it. We've defeated our first enemy. We get our loot. We get 17 gold, and we can choose from one of 3 cards to increase our deck with. So gain block and upgrade a card for the rest of combat. Deals 6 damage. Deals 2 for all containing strike. That was quite good. 3 to a random enemy 3 times. I don't like randomness, so I'm actually gonna take
Sword Boomerang?
sword. Do you want us to take sword boomerang?
Sword Boomerang?
Right, we'll take sword boomerang then. But we'll let
Can't
you.
believe you took that.
We'll let you make the decisions, but they'll
yeah.
be wrong. So like,
that
which
would
one?
be wrong.
Which one
With
do you
the
want?
question mark, with the question mark.
Question mark. Okay, let's find out what's going to happen here. Oh, it's a merchant, so we can buy shit from him. Hello, welcome back to Great Scot Gamers. My name's Dave.
My name's Mark.
And today we're gonna slay the spire. Let's do it. We're gonna
Oh,
do
let's do the daily. Oh, we can't. Do the,
You're like
let's
let's
do custom.
let's do the things that are locked. So
Oh, we
we've got
can't do
to
the custom.
embark on a quest. So we've only got one character unlocked. So we have to be the Ironclad.
Oh, you're not doing very well at this game so far.
I've not done any well at this game yet. Well, not.
See, this 300. That's just not very good.
So well, yeah. Let's dive into it. So the Exordium. So you don't know anything about this, Marky?
Nope.
So this is a card game. So we've got a randomly generated dungeon here with multiple paths to take, and a boss to fight at the end. So which path would you like us to go on?
Right, it's always right.
Very right, always right. Okay then, let's do it. So it's a defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. Once you're out, end your turn. At the end of your turn, new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished. Play defensive cards to block when enemies are about to attack you. Block reduces incoming attack damage. Blah blah blah. During your turn, you can observe enemies' intent. So yeah, basically, if they're going to attack you, block it. So it's a turn-based card game, and I love it. So these are your cards in your hand. You can examine your character if you've got any buffs, and you can see what the enemy's going to do. So he's about to cast a buff, and we've got Burning Blood, which is a relic. That's our starting relic. So at the end of combat, we'll heal 6 HP.
Oh, you got a relic already?
We have a relic already. So what we're going to do is we're going to fucking fuck this guy up with a couple of strikes, and we've got nothing else left to play but defend, so we'll just do that in end our turn. And this guy's going to do a little dancey ritual thing and get his buffs up.
So he only gets one turn?
Yeah, we get a turn each.
Yeah, but he only gets to do one thing, he only gets one card.
Oh, that's a good point, yes, that's true. But that's...
Whereas you get like as many cards as you can play.
Yeah, so you can see Bash here is 2 energy, whereas Strike's only 1, but it puts a debuff on.
Is that your energy on the left, the 3 out of 3?
Yeah, the 3 out of 3 is the energy, yeah. So what we're going to do here is he's going to hit us for 6. So, but our relic heals us for 6 at the end of combat, so I'm not really worried about taking 6 damage. So we're going to apply Bash, which is going to do 8 damage and give him Vulnerable. And Vulnerable applies a 50% extra damage, so it means that when we strike him, we're going to do extra damage, which is nice. Nice. So yeah,
is he like a crow guy?
Yeah, he's like a crow fucking wizard thing. No more cards to play. If there are no more cards, your discard pile is shuffled into your draw pile, and luckily there's no penalty for that. So some card games you get some penalty when you get to the end of your deck, but in this one it just shuffles them back in.
I think you get more cards as you go along as well.
You do, yeah. So it's a deck builder as well as a. So he's about to hit us for 9 because his strength went up. So he has ritual buff. He gains 3 strength at the end of his turn. So this guy can become quite problematic if you don't deal with him quickly.
Aye.
So I'm going to hit him for 6, and then I'm going to block for 10 if I use 2 blocks, and that way we won't take any more damage.
But see, if you use 2 more additional attacks, would that not just kill them? 2 or 6 damage each.
Yes, I would have. Did I have 2 more strikes?
You did.
Oh right, well shit. But we've got 2 strikes now and a bash, so we can kill him easily. There you go. There you go. So we did it. We've defeated our first enemy. We get our loot. We get 17 gold, and we can choose from one of 3 cards to increase our deck with. So gain block and upgrade a card for the rest of combat. Deals 6 damage. Deals 2 for all containing strike. That was quite good. 3 to a random enemy 3 times. I don't like randomness, so I'm actually gonna take
Sword Boomerang?
Do you want us to take sword boomerang?
Sword Boomerang?
Right, we'll take sword boomerang then. But we'll let
Can't believe you took that.
we'll let you make the decisions, but they'll be wrong. So like,
that would be wrong.
Which one
With
do you
the
want?
question mark? With the question mark.
Question mark. Okay, let's find out what's going to happen here. Oh, it's a merchant, so we can buy shit from him. So there's always a card on sale at the merchant, and you can buy a bunch of cards, and these are relics. These are really useful but they're very expensive, so we can't afford any of these yet. And these are potions as well. So let's see what can we get. Anger, I quite like the anger card because it costs no energy. It's basically a free 6 damage, and you get another card every time you play it. It adds another one to your deck. It puts it into your discard pile, but obviously when it gets shuffled in, you get a new one. It doesn't add it to your deck; it only adds it to your deck for that combat, so it's not permanent, but it is quite nice.
I think you should go for Impatience.
Impatience. Okay, so if you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. Okay, we'll do that. 89 gold. That's quite a lot, but okay. Leave. We can't really afford anything else, so let's proceed. And we've only got one choice, so you don't get to choose now. Oh. So we've got a couple of slime boys.
One of them's like a rock slime or something.
Yeah. So one of them's gonna knife us for 3, and the other one's gonna inflict a negative status effect. So we have
You've got
plenty of attack cards, so that's not going to help us. But so we can kill this guy.
And now you can use.
And then we can play Impatience for 0 and draw 2 cards.
And now you can attack.
Which means we can attack again. So because we're not going to take any damage this turn, we don't need to defend. So we can just hit him for 6 and then end our turn.
See, but you're glad you picked that card now.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. So that
same on Dragon Balls.
Next time. So
oh, you're frail. Oh,
I'm frail now, so that means I'll take 25% less block from cards. So if I try to play that now, it's gonna.
Was Shield Boomerang? Sword Boomerang?
Sword Boomerang. That deals 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. So actually, in this case, it's going to do quite well because there's only one enemy, so it's going to do 9 damage. So let's do that.
Oh shit! It only cost you 1.
It did only cost me 1, but I should have used Bash first.
Oh, to make it vulnerable.
Yeah, but
oh well. I mean, live and learn.
Live and learn. So I'm actually just going to hit him with strikes because the vulnerable. Oh, 2 vulnerable. Damn it. 2 vulnerable means that he gets vulnerable for 2 turns. So I should have just done that, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, look.
I need to make me frail again, but one's going to wear off, so it's still only 1. And we'll Sword Boomerang him just to finish him off. Why not? So yeah, every time you beat an enemy, you get gold and a card to choose from. Sometimes you'll get potions as well. So let's see what card you want. So gain 2 strength, basically for 1 turn. You lose at the end of your turn, but it costs 0. Dual wield means you can choose an attack or a power card, and you get an extra copy of it.
Dual wield.
Or True Grit. Gain 7 block and exhaust 1 card at random. Exhaust means that it's removed from that combat, so you can't play it again.
Yeah, I would say dual wield.
Dual wield. So you can see that these cards are both colourless, and this one's blue, so that means it's slightly more valuable. The gold ones are the highest tier. So let's have a dual wield.
I thought it'd be funny to just give you the worst one, but that one looks like too good to pass.
Yeah.
So, question mark.
Well, yeah, we don't have a choice here, so let's find out what's this is going to be. So this is okay. Oh, nice. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical. It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. So if you choose to reach inside... Yeah, so I thought that's what you'd do. So we're going to lose 3 HP, but we've got a 25% chance of finding a relic, which we did. Relics found throughout the Spire grant unique bonuses and remain throughout your run. They can be found by defeating powerful enemies or within chests. So I can't tell you what that does yet, because I've actually never got that one before. But success! After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out. Oh, you pull your way out. The narrator can't read. Of the used damaged but rewarded. So we've got to do another question mark. So these things aren't always good. Just to warn you. Oh, but this one is actually a good one. So we can choose to heal 20 HP, but to be honest, that's a waste of gold. A strange blue humanoid with a gold helm approaches you with a huge smile. Friend, I am Cleric. Are you interested in my services? The creature shouts loudly. So yeah, we could choose to spend 35 gold on healing 20 HP, but we've only taken 3 damage, and at the end of combat we always heal 6. So I would say that's quite a waste. We don't have enough gold to do the second one, but I can tell you that removes curses. And curses are bad cards that get added to your deck that you can't get rid of unless you do stuff like this.
Boz the Ironclad.
Boz the Ironclad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot we named our character Boz.
There's a wee reminder for you.
Yeah, I guess we'll just leave because that's a waste. But you don't trust this cleric, so you leave. And so now we've reached our first camp. So this is another opportunity to heal. But again, because we've only taken 3 damage, I'd say it's a bit of a waste.
With the Smith?
So the Smith allows you to upgrade one of your cards in your deck.
Do it.
So
that's Sword Boomerang.
Yeah, okay, that's actually not a bad idea. So instead of 3 enemies, it's going to be 4 enemies. But you can see like different things. So this is draw 3 cards instead of 2. This one, 2 copies of the card. This one, basically increases damage and stuff like that. So we don't have an awful lot to choose from. So the sword boomerang one isn't a bad shoot. But basically, so like in order to complete these dungeons, you're trying to build the best deck possible. You're trying to get as strong as possible. You're trying to collect as many relics as possible. So the more damage you take, the more chances you have, or the more times you have to rest. Sorry, which choice?
Question mark, because you don't have enough gold really to justify a merchant.
So if you keep choosing not to rest, you can increase your cards and get stronger. But if you don't rest, you don't get health back. As you make your way down a long corridor, you see a banana, a donut, and a box floating about. No, upon closer inspection, they are tied to strings coming from holes in the ceiling. There is a quiet cackling from above you as you approach the objects. What do you do?
Donut.
Yeah, that's the right choice. So there's a curse there. Regret means that at the end of your turn, you lose HP equal to the number of cards in your hand. That's a really bad one, and you see it's unplayable. So basically, once you draw it, you can't do anything. But the trade-off there is to obtain a relic, which is good. But I would always choose the plus 5 HP. You eat the donut, it really hits the spot. Your max HP is increased. Just to point out, you can remove bad cards in your deck by going to the shop, but you have to pay for it, and every time you do it, it increases the cost. So let's fight the next guy. Let's do. Oh, these guys are funny. So they've got a defense boost. So the first time you hit them, they roll up and get 6 block. So block lasts for exactly 1 turn, but it gives them extra like defense.
Can you use dual wield in conjunction with sword boomerang? Does it copy it?
I can, yes. Let's do that right now. Dual wield, and then let's just copy a card. So, oh wait, no, that's not what we wanted to do. Confirm. There we go. And now we've got 2 copies. So now we can play this twice, which we shall do. Which is not bad. But see, the problem is now they both get 6 defense.
How did that happen?
Well, because we hit them.
So they curl up?
So they curled up and got 6 defense. So if we use this now...
But at least you've still got it again for the next turn?
No, because we discard our hand at the end of the turn.
Oh, I suppose just use it again then, eh?
Well, actually, I would say not, because there's a chance that we won't do any damage. See, it randomly hits 3 damage for 4 times. So if it hits him 2 times and hit him 2 times, it won't actually do any damage because of their block. So what I would say is we should defend this turn.
Well, looking at the sword boomerang again, though, 3 damage, 14. I mean, odds are that it's going to hit that one in the right twice, so surely.
It would have to hit it 3 times to kill it.
I bet it may still damage it.
No, it would have to hit it more than twice to damage it. So the odds are actually stacked against us. There's a 50-50 chance of it. Well, not really, but... So there's a, what is it, 25% chance of getting it hit once, and then a 1 in 25...
It's got 3 left on its defense, right?
No, it's got 3 health. It's got 6 defense.
Oh, right, okay.
So if we only hit it twice, we won't do anything. We have to hit it 3 times, so the odds of that are actually quite low. So I would say we should block and not take the 6 damage. Oh, we can check what our relic does as well. And so he's going to grow, which means he's going to increase his strength. So he is definitely one we want to kill, but we see their block is now gone, because block only lasts for 1 turn, so now they're vulnerable to attack. Let's check, see. Whenever you add an attack... Oh, upgrade it, nice. So basically when we acquire attack cards now, they all automatically get upgraded.
Nice.
Which is nice. So we can just murder these guys with a bash and a strike.
Impatience too? Oh, never remember.
Yeah. Right, so which card do you want? So we've got Uppercut Plus, so that's a really nice one. Deals 13 damage, applies 2 weak and vulnerable. Pommel Strike, deals damage and draws cards, and Armaments.
Pommel Strike.
Pommel Strike?
Yeah.
Cool. I would have chosen Uppercut, but okay. Let's go for the Chesticle. Let's see what we're going to get. The Darkstone Periapt. Whenever you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. See, that's not too great because I don't usually bother getting curses, but if we ever get cursed, it means our HP is going to increase. Let's do one more battle before we call it a day, shall we? Let's see. Okay, so we've got a couple of problems here. The first guy's quite strong, and he gets stronger over time, and the second guy is just going to debuff us. So what we're going to do, we're going to...
Bash to make one of them vulnerable?
Yes, we should. Oh, he's going to hit us for 11 though, so we might want to defend.
You could use...
We could Sword Boomerang and Strike and Block all in the 1 turn.
Yeah.
So let's try that. Let's Sword Boomerang. And then... Strike. I think I'm going to strike the guy at the back because he's weaker. And then we'll defend. And we can't use impatience because we do have an attack in our card, so we'll just... in our hand, sorry. So we'll just chuck him away.
Oof.
Take the 6 damage, and then we're going to get a frail. Okay, yeah, so he's going to make us weaker in terms of defense.
Oh, there's your pommel strike.
There's pommel strike, so we'll smack a pommel strike.
Oh, you could dual wield.
I could
as well.
dual wield it.
And you could
Do it twice. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea because it's quite a lot of damage. Dual wield, pommel strike. Although it's going to go. That was maybe not the best plan, but okay. Pommel strike. So we'll draw 2 cards, and that's why it was maybe not the best idea, because if we do this again,
we're going to draw 2 cards.
we're going to draw 2 cards, and then we're going to. Oh well, we're going to shuffle them into the deck, so we might as well. Although maybe we should block.
I mean, you got the option of killing one or taking 7 damage.
Yeah, let's kill him because he's going to keep frailing us, so we'll take more damage over time if we do that. And then we'll just shuffle our discard pile on the next turn, so we'll take the 7. So that's the thing, damage doesn't get healed between fights, apart from like with this relic we get 6 health back, but any other damage on top of the 6 we won't recover. So we need to bear that in mind. So he's now got 5 defense.
So he's going to attack you.
But we don't have any blocks, so we just have to attack. So we'll do 8 damage and cause him to be vulnerable, and that way we can do extra damage with pommel strike. And then we'll draw 2 cards we can't use, so we need to discard them, and then we'll take another 7 damage. So yeah, that's just why the deck building comes into it. You know, you kind of put as many good cards in your hand as you can, in your deck as you can. We're going to hit him again with a pommel strike, draw 2 cards. We can strike him and then use impatience and draw 2 new cards, and hopefully we'll get a strike, and that way we can kill him. There we go, nice, we did it. So what we're going to get is a reward, 17 gold, and we've got Twin Strike plus, Uppercut plus, or Warcry. Draw 1 card, put a card from your hand into the draw pile. Do 7 damage twice, or deal damage and weaknesses. What do you want?
Twin Strike.
Twin Strike! Cool, nice.
It's really hurting you that I'm not picking
It really hurts me that you're not picking the good one. Right, thanks for joining us, guys. This is Slay the Spire. Join us next time to find out if we do indeed slay the Spire.
Yeah, so let's get it.